over the past 50 years, there's been a steady ongoing decline in the amount of whole milk the average person consumes. Does that come as a surprise to you, or do you think that's a reflection of changing perceptions about its importance?
The different allergies that we've kind of been seeing more and more of, and lactose intolerance might be one of those things. A milk allergy might be another one. So seeing an increase in those, or maybe the amount of diagnosis of those, I could see why milk consumption's dropping, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe it's a trend to people hear about lactose intolerance, and they want solutions to, maybe they've been feeling bad and they kind of decide to go to an alternative or something. An allergy is adverse reaction to the protein in the milk. It might be casein, it might be whey. Like a lactose intolerance is just your intestinal tract not absorbing the lactose, or not having enough of the enzyme called lactase, which some products they put lactase in it to help with digestion of it. So that one just makes you feel icky, I guess. There's some products like soy and almond milks that have things, they're fortified in, like calcium that you need, that you get from milk. Sometimes there's not quite the equivalent of milk with some of those products, so you really do have to look for ones that have the nutrients that milk has, so that you get the benefits from those, because you can't cut out milk. You have to have an alternative that's equivalent to it. We always recommend choosing lower fat versions, because saturated fat can be associated with heart disease. In that sense, those are going to be lower in calories because they're lower in fat. We always worry with like infants and toddlers, if they're getting too much milk, they're replacing their other nutrients. They're not getting those other food groups, they're replacing it with the milk. And as far as like iron, if you're not getting enough iron, milk's not a good source of iron. So if you're not eating other foods from different groups and replacing it, because little people like their milk because that's what they're used to, that's what they started their life with, is milk. They're replacing nutrients that they're missing out on, and iron's probably particularly one of them.